We're in. This has been quite the journey, I must say. Kind of editing the voice audio a bit. I want to make sure I get it right. I'm kind of reducing the volume a bit while also improving the actual quality of the mic. Listening back to the VODs for the past couple of streams, it wasn't that. It didn't sound quite right to me, but... alright, so... I want to show this off real quick. So, since we picked up the camera during Chapter 4's intermission, or the mission briefing, it actually comes with some special photos of Sunny and Naomi. Here's Sunny with a spatula. Here they are fighting with a frying pan. I haven't actually seen these before, so oh my lord, Sunny, no. Here they are with a lid. And here's the good eggs Sunny made. That's nice. But alright. So I will admit, I have gone through a little bit of this section. There's honestly not much gameplay in this act, but a whole lot of cutscene. So a lot of it has been loaded in already, but... And there's also a save here, because I was testing something. Because there is something with a boss fight in this section that, is very, let's just say I wouldn't have been able to get past if it weren't for a specific workaround. But alright, our final mission briefing. And I also messed with the settings a bit, so hopefully there's no crashes.
Haven is headed southward through the Pacific at a speed of 33 knots. The Missouri is falling behind at a rate of about 2 nautical miles every hour.
Can't this thing go any faster?
I'm afraid not. This is as fast as she'll go. Liquid's target is JD, a U.S. military satellite disguised as orbital debris.
And I can't move the Mark III in this cutscene.
Haven will have to surface in order to use the railgun.
If we can figure out JD's orbit.
There.
We should be able to predict where Haven's gonna surface.
JD is in a synchronous elliptical orbit, so its next perigee should be in,
Got it! 15 hours, 6 minutes, and 12 seconds.
Right. In 15 hours, it's going to be over the Bering Sea, 494 nautical miles from the Bering Strait. Haven knows it too.
I'm amazed Johnny
They'll be
is
holding
here.
position in that area.
Do they really have to get that close to launch?
The nukes fired by Rex's railgun have a damage radius of approximately 300 meters. The target is a moving satellite that's traveling at 10 kilometers per second. To get the precision they need, they have to get
And
as
that's
close
Mei
as they
Ling right there.
possibly can.
Liquid won't launch his nuke until JD is at perigee. The Missouri can use that time to catch up.
Will we make it?
Once Haven stops moving, it'll take us an hour to close the gap. After that, the Missouri needs to strike before Haven's launch preparations
Looks like
are
Snake is
complete.
fine, at
This
least.
ship was stripped of most of its equipment, and she's got no electronic warfare capabilities of any kind. No radar, no high-tech weaponry. We'll have to rely on our own eyes to track the enemy.
But what about Raiden?
From the looks of it, Haven is going to use a railgun mounted on the bridge to destroy JD. You'll
I hope
need
he's
to open
okay.
the cover to launch the nuke. That's our one and only chance to get inside.
Inside? Why can't we attack it from here?
It wouldn't do any good. As long as Liquid has control of the system, physically destroying GW would still leave supreme authority in his hands. Sons of the Patriots.
Yes, Dr. Emmerich is right. That's why we need to destroy GW from the inside, before attacking Haven itself.
Liquid's very own Death Star.
It really is.
All right, everybody, here's the plan. We know Haven will have to surface in order to fire the railgun. When it does, the Missouri will see it. We'll make a quick approach and deliver a strike team. Our goal is twofold. Prevent that nuke from launching and wipe out GW's programming. The enemy relies entirely on electronic means of threat detection, so they won't be able to see the Missouri until they surface.
Johnny, no.
We'll launch the strike team from catapults at the exact moment.
We're trying to
Haven's
stop a
armored cover
nuke
opens.
launching death mech.
They'll then penetrate GW's physical server room and infect it with a worm cluster.
But what if they shut down GW before we get in there?
Liquid is already entrenched within the Patriots network. He needs to stay there, or destroying JD won't serve him any purpose. They can't afford to have GW shut down.
He's something else.
And let's not forget, Liquid will throw everything he's got at stopping the strike team.
Exactly. The corridor leading to GW is defended by directed energy weapons that emit certain types of microwaves.
Did you say microwaves?
That's right. And at that frequency, the waves will start to evaporate any living person within range.
Oh,
A giant microwave oven. You'd have to have a death wish to go in there. Sounds like the perfect job for me.
Snake, this isn't the time for your stupid jokes.
Outside the corridor, Liquid soldiers will be out in full force. Inside,
he's
there'll be
really knocking on
unmanned weapons
death's
waiting
door
for
at this
us.
point.
Where are you getting all this information? You really think there's a way to destroy GW?
Yes, I do. She left us something that'll point us in the right direction.
Naomi helped with the preparations to stop Haven's launch.
Naomi.
All of our internal data on Haven came from her. The reason she got on the Nomad with us in the first place was to get close to me. But she ended up turning to Sunny instead.
What do you mean?
She left her plan in Sunny's hands.
This entire operation is based on the data she left us.
Whose side was she on, anyway?
You can say that about a lot of characters in this series.
We'll never know exactly what her true intentions were.
That too.
But one thing's for sure. She was determined to stop Liquid.
Promise. Promise me. You'll carry on. Or will.
Come on, guys. Somebody say something positive. Anything.
Attention! Listen up. A wise man once wrote, "The tongues of dying men enforce attention like deep harmony. Where words are spent, they are seldom spent in vain." Any other questions? Yes, Snake?
Anybody got a smoke?
Snake, no. There's a no smoking sign right behind you. Dang it, Snake.
So this program, you're saying Sunny wrote it?
Actually, only about a third of it is her work.
Oh?
Naomi was working on a program to destroy GW, but she couldn't quite finish it. So she handed it over to Sunny. Sunny went fishing in my library to see if there was any source code she could use to complete it. Eventually, she found some. It was Emma's worm cluster.
Oh.
She took my sister's code and worked it into Naomi's program. I didn't have time to look over every single line of code, but what I did see reminded me of Emma.
Oh.
It was like she left traces of herself behind in the structure. But this worm cluster that Sunny created, it's even better than Emma's. Sunny's worm destroys the AI's intellect by triggering apoptosis in the cells. Once uploaded into GW, it should do some real damage.
Our fate is left in the hands of computer code worked on by a 6-year-old.
Snake.
Honestly, that's
You
more
ever think about
trustworthy
quitting?
than like half of the people in this series.
It's not like I've got my health to worry about.
Absolutely. Snake? He's been injecting that syringe a lot more lately.
Are you trying to kill yourself?
Oh.
So, you're dead set on going to Haven yourself. Why don't we get somebody else to go? There's no need for you to do it.
I still have things left to do. Besides smoke.
Come on, man.
Otacon, why don't you jump off the ship with me?
I don't think so. I've still got things to do myself. And I don't even smoke.
All right. The final act. Old Sun.
vessel at 300 meters and still rising.
And the engines.
No problems to report.
Prepare to go full speed ahead, and get the strike team ready for immediate launch.
Aye, aye, Captain.
How long until it surfaces?
About 20 minutes.
Right on schedule. When she surfaces and opens up her armor, we'll move in as planned.
Aye, Captain. Captain,
Yes?
this is my first real engagement.
I see. Your point?
Yes, random
At
NPC?
first, getting assigned to this ship was a big letdown for me. But the inaction was kind of a relief, too. Captain, I'm scared.
It's okay. I'm scared too. This is also my first time. But I'm not going to let it get to me, because I'm more scared of what'll happen if I run away. Nobody is going to die on my watch. This ship is going back to Hawaii in one piece. That, I promise.
I hope so.
Right. Thank you.
At least not in one piece. The gang's all here.
Raiden, how is he?
Oh, good.
He'll live, but he's in no shape to fight. Best to let him rest.
Right.
Without the system to protect them, everybody's losing their nerve.
Oh, thank goodness.
They say SOP's after effects are so bad that a lot of soldiers are deserting.
The only people I have left to rely on are Marilyn, him.
Kind of an unknown quantity, isn't he?
Yeah.
I hooked him up with a 9ID M82.
Oh, Drebin.
Fancy meeting you here.
What are you doing here?
I laundered these guys' IDs, then issued them new naked weapons, including that catapult you're gonna be riding.
Oh. We're gonna get launched out of a
Business has been
railgun?
slow ever since Liquid got his hands on the system. His extra orders stopped coming in. Now that all the weapons all over the world are locked, the only ones still looking to fight would be you and yours. They tell me it's not economical to replace all that useless equipment on the battlefield with my stuff. So I made an extra special trip out here, just for you.
Drebin, do you even have the slightest idea what's going on here?
Of course I do.
Really? Oh my lord. Sick Metal Gear Solid 2
See, when it comes
reference.
down to it, the world's like this soda here. Once the bubbles are gone, I ain't got no use for it. It's worth nothing. I'm on the side of whoever needs me the most. You dig?
He really is.
If you need anything, just say the word. I'm setting up shop here for a spell.
How do you do that? Apparently he's also a wizard.
Enjoy it. Could be your last.
I love this cryptic
Yes. I'm all out.
shopkeeper.
Looks like that last smoke will have to wait after all. Later.
Farewell.
Hey, here.
Oh, thanks.
You're over there.
I love that monkey.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel?
Liquid's warship, Outer Haven, is a modified version of an Arsenal gear model stolen from the Patriots. Inside, it's crawling with Irving and other unmanned weapons. According to Naomi's data, Haven is crewed by a battalion of enhanced soldiers, each culled from the best the PMCs have to offer. If Liquid succeeds in destroying JD and gaining control of the Patriot system, he'll make Haven his flagship, and his PMCs will spread like wildfire across the globe. And then, mankind's armed subjugation will begin.
Oh boy.
Prepare to fire, main gun!
I'd be running for my life too if I saw that.
Listen closely. This is our last chance to stop Liquid from enslaving the planet. Meryl, can you hear me? It's time. Time to do your duty. Remember, no matter what happens, I'll be with you till the very end. You are my pride and joy.
Railgun is exposed.
There it is. A naked nuke.
Let's finish it, Snake. Let this be our last battle.
Alright, Otacon.
If we're responsible for Liquid's sins, then the onus is ours to bear.
Right.
Enemy moving to intercept.
Maintain full speed!
Failure will spell doom for the human race. You've got to stop them from using that railgun. Then annihilate GW.
No pressure or anything.
Fire!
Oh my lord. Yeah, but this is like more world ending than usual.
The enemy is returning fire.
All hands, prepare for impact! Brace yourselves!
Liquid. Yeah, he's a bit of a trickster, that Liquid. Johnny! And thankfully, I already loaded this part in. Oh boy. Hello?
Snake,
Where are you?
sorry. It's my ankle.
Can you walk?
I think so. Ah!
Are you okay?
Ugh, hurts a hell of a lot more without SOP.
Makes you feel alive, doesn't it? What about Occupy?
He fell into the ocean. Snake, I'll catch up soon. You go ahead. Ah!
Oh, great. These Autocons here.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
And I did play through this a little bit. And it's, ridiculous.
Snake, can you hear me? GW is toward the ship's stern. Hurry!
Okay. Oh, and, since the war slump, because Liquid controls everything now, all the stuff in Drebin's shop is half off. Don't mind if I do. Any good pacifist weapons? Let's get some Mosin Nagant. Some anesthetic. And let's get that. Alright. Now, okay. The thing is, you're already in caution mode by default.
Welcome to Haven. Enemy units are already on their way. Break through their defenses and find GW's
So, if you get spotted, they'll alert you, or you'll get alerted, and it won't vanish. Oh no. They have no idea what's going on. Okay. Things are gonna get dicey. Like that. They're just everywhere in this chapter. Okay, there's one up there. We need to be very careful. And I'm gonna need all the rations I can get. Okay, not here. Let's go back around. Gotta be cautious. Waiting for them to move. Oh yeah, this is definitely a tense chapter, but also very short. There's like maybe 15 minutes of gameplay. Oh, hi.
What? Hey!
Oh, they're right there. Yeah, these are like highly trained soldiers. But they're just so confused. Yeah, and there's Gecko here. Hello there. There they go again. Ooh, okay, be mindful of the gecko. We're near the end. I think. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Oh, and there's another one. Great. Oh, my lord. How am I gonna get past this? Oh. They just shot themselves.
Snake, use that
Okay, we gotta go, we gotta go. Move, Snake. Alright, we're in. Ooh. I wasn't expecting to get out of there without any alerts.
The corridor leading to GW is defended by directed energy weapons that emit certain types of microwaves.
Did you say microwaves?
At that frequency, the waves start to evaporate the living person.
Sounds like the perfect job for me.
Okay. And we're already coming up to the boss fight. Yeah, this chapter is very short in terms of amount you actually play. So, but first, I gotta show this off, because there's literally no other point where I can do this. In the iPod, you can listen to the official in-game podcast.
And now, Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast. Recorded at Konami HQ in downtown Tokyo, this is your host, Ryan Payton, for the exclusive in-game broadcast of...
And there
Metal
was
Gear
like...
Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
Yeah, and there's like developer insights and in-game walkthroughs.
Welcome to the first ever Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
It's kind of relaxing in a weird way.
Included in MGS4. As you know, playing through the game, as you're doing right now, you've got the iPod equipped, and you're listening to this show, and you're gonna be able to download future shows in the coming months. But first, let me
unfortunately
introduce,
can't
Aki Saito,
download
who's
any of
joining
the
me on
other
program.
podcasts anymore,
everyone.
but it's
Thanks
all
for
been
joining me, Aki.
archived.
It's
There's
kind
like a
of weird.
playlist up
We're in
on
the future
YouTube
now.
with all
it's
like 13 of
106
them.
days in the future that we're recording this.
Yes.
Or that we're broadcasting this. We're recording this in February, knowing that this is gonna be burnt onto the Blu-ray disc for millions of people to enjoy.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never been burnt on a Blu-ray disc before.
Me neither.
So people listening to this, they come across the iPod in MGS4.
Yeah.
They come across this episode and they're wondering, now what exactly is this and what is this for?
Yes.
Good question.
This is to, well, actually, there's a lot of meanings, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, to ease the tension when you're playing the game.
Right.
Things like that as well.
So you can play your own music, you can play this, you can ease the tension by listening to our voices.
Our stupid conversations.
Yes. And you also ease the tension of Snake.
Yes.
Because
Oh,
his
they're
side
actually
gauge
talking
will
about a
fill
mechanic.
up if you're listening to music.
Exactly.
Or if you're listening to this program. Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast. This is really cool in the game. Obviously, as players know, they're playing this on an Apple iPod, not just a generic MP3 player. Now, Aki, you worked on this project. You worked on getting approvals from Apple. Can you talk about that process of getting the iPod into the game, which is very cool.
I love this.
Yeah,
This is so cool.
You know, Kojima Production always comes up with cool ideas.
This
and
reminds me of how like
still
Valve
is.
games will
You know,
sometimes have
everyone
like
has
developer
had
notes at
an
different
iPod
points that you
as
can
a
listen
music-
to.
favorite music player.
And then they talk
we
about
thought,
like the development of
as
the
you
game.
know, Mr. Kojima is a great Apple fan as well. We thought that
I feel
why
like
not
more
we
devs
put
should
the
have
actual
stuff
iPod
like
in the
this.
game and for Snake to use as an item,
Right.
which is a cool idea. So it was really fun working with Apple because they're really nice guys actually.
And you're a super fan of Apple.
Well, yes, me too. Hideo and I are the last sole survivors within the company to have the Mac PCs on our desks and work on it.
But you take it a step further. You have a competitor.
He probably uses Windows.
PC-based laptop.
Yes.
With an Apple sticker
But
over
like-
their brand, over their logo on that laptop, so people from a
Like
distance
Windows
think
and
that you're on a-
Android
you're on a
specifically.
PowerBook or something.
Yeah. Well, that's actually I customize inside as well. So because at home I've always been an Apple user, and it's I changed the inside as well. And
Well, that assumes he can even
I
use
don't
a
know,
computer.
It's just more fun when you're working.
Right.
You don't get dull, and you want to work on a computer that you love.
Well, you like to be that rebel, you know.
Yeah. Well.
But it's funny. But it's funny because you don't have to be a rebel if you're outside of Japan, like especially like in the States. You know, you see Macintosh, you see MacBooks and all over the place. But but really, The
Yeah,
iPod
like
is
Snake-
synonymous with MP3 players.
Snake might
And so
use
we got into
a
the game. Did you have to go through a bunch of
iPod,
different
but I
checks?
feel like he'd
Yeah,
also like
I-
use like an
I
old
did a couple of
Walkman cassette.
rounds of trying to get approvals, but what I did was this was really cool. They actually wanted to see how what you guys are playing right now, how this will work. So what I did was I went to the studio and I made a video with the staffs of Kojima Productions. Thanks, guys. And we made a video, a cool video, and made sure that that can be played on an iPod as well.
Oh, slick.
So I sent that DVD
Right.
over to Apple,
Ooh.
and they really loved it, and they gave me approval on that. So
Oh, cool.
screenshots, usually, this happens only on screenshots and text-based
Right.
explanations.
Sure.
But I thought, this is.
You want to see you want to see it in motion, right?
Yeah. So usually you kind of ask them to come into the studio and that kind of thing, but that wasn't possible. So I made a cool video, and they seen this part of what the players are doing right now. So everything was recorded, sent it to Apple. They loved it. That was great.
Perfect.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Alright, it's about to be
Integral
over. This one is
Podcast.
only like
So
short
plan for
compared to
this
the other
podcast,
ones.
and I can actually say podcast now because I kind of steer away from that word sometimes because it's really a radio program and not necessarily everybody's listening to it
Oh,
on
definitely.
an iPod. So why call it a podcast?
Mhm.
But this time we know everybody's listening to this in the in-game.
And a fun
iPod.
fact,
You
I
can't
learned
download
because
on
of this
our website
podcast
or
that
through
it's
iTunes.
called
This is
that
this is exclusive to
because
MGS
you'd
4.
listen
You
to
can
it
listen
on
this
an
program.
iPod.
And we're gonna have future programs as well as music that
I
will be
never
coming out
knew
in the
that.
coming months after the release of MGS4 that you can be able to download, and we're gonna be talking about the making of the game. It's kind of like a director's commentary, which is it's something that's never been done for games before.
I mean,
in this format. I mean,
yeah, this format is really cool. I mean, usually director's commentary or making of is done on a bonus disc or
Sure.
things like that. But of course, we could have that. But it's so cool as an item in the game, and you actually have to collect them, right? And when you find it, you want to listen to it,
right?
And you could actually still play the game while we're
just chatting away and blabbering about all sorts of stuff. And we're going to be providing background info on the game about different areas of the game, like the creation of those areas, as well as strategies, so how to defeat bosses if you're so inclined. But the question is what to do about spoilers. And
You've
I'm
got that
still
right.
thinking about that.
Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
As Mr. Kojima surmised on the Japanese side of this podcast.
Oh wow,
the
there's like
Japanese version
3
of
minutes
MGS4,
left.
This is probably the listener's second time through MGS4.
I'm sorry, but we'll have to
I don't know
move
about you
on.
when you played.
You can look it up on YouTube. There's also a Japanese version of it called Hide-chan Radio that actually has Hideo Kojima himself as a speaker. But alright, we need to move on. Hello?
Meryl.
Oh no. Alright. Got a bit of a gauntlet here.
Take out the enemy.
Got Otacon, but first... Stop equipping me with the deadly weapons. Alright. Oh, okay. Actually, bring down the solid eye. Okay. And this is why we need to save up our rations. Because this part is pretty rough. hurt like a truck. And there's about 3 waves of this. Oh no. Oh boy. Careful, Snake. Alright, and he's down there. Or she. Remember, these are all female soldiers. Alright, last wave. There you are. That's the last one. There you are. Now for the real boss fight.
Snake. Snake, run!
Oh no.
I know your wavelength. It brings back memories.
It can't be.
Ew, that's gross. Guess who?
Johnny!
Meryl!
Wait!
Oh no.
Snake.
You psycho mantis.
Whoa.
That was another me. Can you hear the scream?
From the first game.
They cry for battle. Let me hear you scream! Howl! Roar! From the very depths of your soul! What's this? I see.
Oh, there's a good reason for that. Trust me. Alright, first off. So, the way she's controlling people in this fight is through their nanomachines. So, in order to fight her, we actually have to use the syringe on ourselves. In order to free Meryl, we gotta inject the nanomachines into her. The goal of this fight is to shoot her mantis doll. Ooh. We've got to be careful of all those guys she's controlling. It may be small, but I have a good aim. Alright, we've got it.
Don't do anything to hurt her. Knock her out if you have to.
Pull her out.
Don't hurt her.
And inject the syringe. Where is she? Oh. Oh boy. There we go. One more hit. Let's get dangling there. It's the hardest one. Need to stop her from shooting herself. Come on now. Just knock her out. Alright.
Mantis is dropping her puppet. Without it, she can't control
And
her
now...
victims. Snake,
so this is the issue I was worried about when going into this act, because we need to beat her by using the Mantis doll. And as you can see, after scoring a direct hit, shake the controller while holding L1. And previously, I was using a PlayStation 5 controller, but the emulator would read it as a Xbox controller, so it wouldn't have motion controls. And you literally can't get past this part without shaking the controller. But thankfully, I remembered I recently bought a used PS4. So I'm actually playing through this part with a PlayStation 4 controller, which the emulator does recognize. So now that we have the Mantis doll, come on. The power of Christ compels you. Ooh. Careful. There we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah. And there she goes. Farewell. Oh. Here we go with this again. She's just stumbling over.
I hear them in my head. The screams! Make them stop! I don't want to hear them anymore! I'm scared. I'm so scared. My head hurts. It hurts. I'm sorry. Have mercy. Let me out of here!
Yeah.
I can't breathe! Get out of my body.
Hello?
Forgive me.
Alright. Fourth verse, same as the first three.
Set me free!
But first, we gotta get that mantis doll. An action figure of Screaming Mantis's customized battlesuit. This rare item can only be found at the shop in Outer Haven. Makes a great gift for Sunny. Wait, you're telling me there's a gift shop in here? Okay, I'll take it. Well, yeah. If you go into the Nomad during the intermission scenes, you can actually see them on display in Sunny's room upstairs. Stay still. Oh no. No, 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 no. Sorry, ma'am. But it had to be done. And finish it off with a roll. Alright, get in the fetal position. But we're not done yet.
Excellent, Snake.
It's Psycho Mantis from MGS 1.
Psycho Mantis.
You don't seem to believe your own eyes. Very well. I will show you the power of the world's greatest mind reader and psychokinesis. I'll start by reading your personality. Rather, your past. That's right.
Oh boy, not this again.
It's true power. What? Where is your data? Where is it saved?
The PlayStation.
Memory card. Dan, your skills have improved. Or rather, your hardware. How about this, then? Witness my psychokinesis. Put your controller on the floor.
Okay,
Put it down.
I'll set it down on my desk.
That's good. Now, I will move your controller by the power of my will alone.
Ooh. There he goes.
The spirit of the warrior will always be with
And
you.
the Sorrow from MGS3 was also there. For some reason. That was actually the doll that she had on her right side.
So, you bested the last beast.
And fun fact,
That doll
if
you just
you
picked up lets you
don't
manipulate
use a
anybody who's
controller
got
that has
nanomachines
vibration, he'll actually say,
Sounds
"What?
like something
Vibration's
Devil's
gone
cooked up,
too?"
if you
And
ask
then he'll
me.
disappear.
Mantis came from South America. She was born and raised in a country racked by never-ending civil wars. Her village was attacked by enemy forces and burned to the ground. This was when she was still a little girl.
We've got to listen to the lore.
Hunted by enemy death squads, she was separated from her family. She barely managed to escape with her life. Ended up in the basement of this one building. It was full of corpses that had been dumped there. Almost all of them had been tortured to death. She was petrified with fear. And then, she heard the sound of heavy boots on the floor above her, followed by shrieking screams. The kind that would make every hair on your body stand straight up. She had stumbled across a makeshift torture chamber. Somebody'd locked the door, and she was trapped. It was dark, it was dank, and it was full of a wretched stench.
Of course.
She couldn't sleep with the screams of torture victims all around her. All she could do was sit curled up in one corner of the room, trembling. A week passed, then 10 days. She managed to keep hydrated by drinking the filthy water pooled up on the floor, but there was no food. Being trapped in that kind of place, half crazy from hunger, did a serious number on her mind. Did you know female mantises eat their mates? The screams went on day and night. She covered her ears, but it didn't help. And then, she was saved by a little black mantis that taught her how to block out the screams, how to plug up her inner ears.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm saying, Snake,
Even
When she
Snake's
couldn't
sick of it.
stand the hunger any longer, she started feeding on the corpses, but only the male ones. She didn't realize who was doing it. In her mind,
You know, what if he's just making all of this up?
devouring her mates.
What if this is all just his own personal headcanons on what happened to them?
There was no mantis, of course. It was all a hallucination.
I like that headcanon a lot more, actually.
Story spun by another person she'd created inside. Her unstable mind was what made her so vulnerable. Later, they ripped out what was left of her psyche with drugs and hypnosis and implanted the persona of Psycho Mantis. It wasn't her will that controlled the B&Bs. It was Psycho Mantis, half assimilated into her soul, pulling the strings.
Yeah, so Psycho Mantis was just controlling all of the B&Bs somehow,
She survived
even though he's
several
dead.
weeks down in that hellhole and finally got back to the surface. But the screams in her head didn't subside. They would always be with her. Only this time, they weren't real. The inner earplugs didn't work anymore. The Black Mantis had disappeared. There was no place left to escape. Which is why she was always screaming, to drown out the ones in her own head. But it's over now. You freed Mantis from that dark nightmare.
The last of them beasts.
You got it, pal. Well, I'm done playing storyteller for a while.
Aw.
Now get going. GW's waiting. And this time, you get to make up the ending.
And we got our face camo. Alright, now we're going into new territory here.
Snake. Where's Johnny?
Oh no.
They're here. Go on without me. This time, I'll protect you. Go. Destroy DW while there's still time. While I'm still alive.
Meryl.
Snake, you gotta go.
Corridor ahead is full of microwaves.
Yeah. No way I'm getting through there uncooked. I'm sorry you got dragged into this.
This time, I've got your back. We'll meet again on the other side. Go. Hurry.
No.
Go.
Alright. We're in the missile hangar. Nowhere else to go but forward.
Tons of dying men enforce attention like deep pond. Where words are spent, they are seldom spent in vain.
Why don't we get somebody else? I've got nothing to lose. You were the lightning in that rain. You can still shine through the darkness. Go! Go! Hurry!
Flashbacks.
We'll meet again on the other side.
Time to do your duty. Failure will spell doom for the human race.
Go!
Last mag. Come on, Snake. I can't hold out much longer. Damn it! I can't protect anyone. I can't.
Come on. Johnny!
Meryl!
Johnny! Johnny, you're all right.
Here.
Huh. You trying to make up for being late?
Meryl. I'll never leave you alone again.
Cover!
Clear!
Ready! Who needs nanomachines anyway? Right, Johnny?
You say
Tell me
that.
something. How come Mantis couldn't control you?
I figure she probably used people's nanomachines to manipulate their behavior. No nanomachines, no control.
But don't you?
No! I don't have any nanomachines in me!
He's never had any nanomachines.
Every time we had mandatory shots, I ducked out.
Don't tell me you knew this was gonna happen.
Nah, I just hate needles.
So that's why
And it's
you
all
always
like
out of
dumb
sync with
luck.
the team.
I tried to keep track of everybody's data on my wearable, but I could never keep up.
And why you weren't affected in Europe on the Volta.
Yep.
Asshole.
Literally the most important
Johnny,
character.
I'm running low.
Don't worry, I got these from Drebin.
And Drebin.
Meryl.
Johnny, I never knew all those horrible things I said.
Forget it.
All those stomach aches, was that because the nanomachines weren't there to suppress them?
Yeah.
Totally.
But if you're afraid of shots, why'd you join my team?
I wanted to be near you. To protect you.
Johnny?
Meryl. I've always loved you. Ever since Shadow Moses, when I first laid eyes on you.
Yeah, so in the
Meryl,
first
marry
game,
me.
Meryl knocked out Johnny and took his clothes disguised as a soldier.
You'd rather stay single? Okay, but we don't have to make it official.
No.
Well, how about we just move in together then?
Nope.
Why?
Johnny is really a man of no restraint. For better and for worse.
Is there something wrong with me?
No. I'd just rather do things my way. Johnny. Marry me.
Oh.
Huh?
I'll say it again. Marry me.
Sure. It'd be my pleasure.
Hey. And don't even think about cheating on me.
Now's not the time.
I wouldn't dare.
And I want a real wedding. With flowers and a cake. It's been my dream since I was a little girl. I want to be a bride. Take me home, Johnny.
Oh my lord. Come on, Snake. Oh. Not these things. Yeah. There's too many of them. Just keep rolling. Trust me, we won't need rations after this. This is the final stretch. Move. It's like, just imagine yourself as a bowling pin. And these guys are the pins. Or the bowling ball and they are bowling pins. You know what I mean. Just keep moving. Ooh, and our first new loading screen. It had to show up at some point. $85%. Ugh. Just a little bit longer.
Snake?
Snake! Not quite. He's a little sliver left. The syringe is not doing much.
On. The shots. They're not working.
Come on! Get up! On your feet, Snake!
Come on. Oh!
Run.
He has no arms.
I am lightning. The rain transformed.
Let's go. Oh, it's getting better. And he has lightning powers.
Snake, leave this to me. I'll go to the server room.
The corridor's full of microwaves. One of us is enough.
My body is a machine. I can take it.
Your body may be a machine, but your heart is human. You've got a life to go back to.
She means nothing to me now.
Right.
Don't say that.
Look at me. You still have your youth. Don't waste it. You can start over. From here on, this is my fight. We tore the world apart. Made your life a living hell.
Snake has to be the one to do this. He's already, like, near death as it is.
It's my duty to put an end to all of this.
All right. Now make sure they don't get through.
Stay with me, Snake. Hold on until we insert the virus.
And a lot more of them are on their way.
Otacon, lock it from the inside.
Done.
Thank you, Snake.
Oh. Just a little bit longer. You can do it. Here comes the microwave.
Snake, that place is saturated with microwaves. The longer you stay in there, the greater damage you'll take. Get through there as quickly as possible.
And I can't access my rations, so we can't heal. We just gotta go. This scene is intense. Oh, come on, Snake.
Don't give up on me, Snake!
Oh. Come on. Crawl, Snake. Oh, my thumbs. There's a whole other hallway left. Come on. Faster, Snake. I'm trying so hard. Come on. Ooh. Aye. Come on. Oh, Sunny. She made the eggs right.
We're running out of time. You've got to keep moving. Please.
There's the end. Come on.
Get up, Snake.
We made it. Loading. Oh. Now we just gotta insert that virus. Barely. Also, I hope I wasn't too loud. I was getting really close to the mic there. Okay, good here. There we go. Oh. And the solid eye is broken.
So this is GW.
What?
It's like a graveyard in here.
Protocol. Can you do it?
Leave it to me.
Were they hallucinations? Oh no. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. Run. Oh my lord, there's so many of them. Come on, man.
Did it!
Yes, the PTSD attacks, they're working.
It's over.
They did it!
Wait, I just realized, if deactivating the nanomachines causes you to have an attack, a panic attack over all of the guilt you've had, over all of the deaths during war, and Johnny doesn't have any nanomachines, does that just mean Johnny just has that level of self-control? Oh, good.
Snake.
True.
Wait a minute. The worm is still spreading.
And
And it's not
stopping at GW. Is it removing the other clones? No. Wait. I don't believe this. Naomi.
What is it?
JD is
being erased.
Oh.
Snake. Hal. It's you, isn't it? I hope you're listening. The virus you uploaded is using GW as a conduit to annihilate the entire AI network.
Huh.
It's set to destroy all 4 AIs, along with JD, the core that tied them all together. I've set this video to play back once they're all gone. Sons of the Patriots was only the beginning. The Patriots were planning to use nanomachines to implement the system over the entire population. I had an obligation to stop it.
Well, it's a good thing we stopped them there.
With a little help from Sunny.
Yeah.
She helped me. She believed her talents could help you all put GW to rest. What she created was an anti-AI fox dye. But this virus's name is Fox Alive.
Fox Alive?
It's the conceptual opposite of the nanomachines that I created all those years ago. We wish to free the captured foxes, to let them run free in the wild. By the time you hear this, I'm afraid I'll be gone. This is a strange feeling. Leaving a message to be delivered after you've died. Hal, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Sorry I deceived you. It hurt me more than anything else, lying to you like that. I wanted to apologize to you before, but I never got the chance. And yet, in the end, you helped me feel the joy of living. Thank you, Hal. Thank you.
Oh. Give this man a break.
Snake, hear me. Our country is an innocent child once more.
I don't know about that,
A new dawn is
but I know what you
rising.
mean.
Now, she can build a new destiny for herself. Snake, the time has come. You've earned your rest.
Snake?
The rose petal is about to fall. Snake? Snake! Snake!
He said it. We've got more loading coming up. Now, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there is one person we're forgetting about in this situation. Yeah, it's like, what else is there? Okay.
Snake, wait here.
Otacon.
I'll get a medic.
Enough! Stop this pointless fighting! This is no war!
Mm-hmm.
Rise and shine, Snake. Look, the war is over. Why? You could have stopped us. Stopped you? Why would I want to do that?
It was all part of his plan.
This is just as I'd hoped things would end. Back before Father's time, before Zero gave birth to the Patriots, the US, China, and the Soviet Union formed a secret pact. The organization they created was called the Philosophers. Through 2 world wars, it
From
spread
Metal
its
Gear
roots
Solid
and extended
3.
its reach. After that, the Philosophers splintered, and factions began to squabble over the fortune they'd amassed. They called it the Philosopher's Legacy, a massive cache of funds that would later provide the foundation for Zero's Patriots. Zero sought to use his riches to achieve world domination. Our father, Big Boss, sought to free himself from that chokehold. His dream was to create an army of free citizens, one that answered to no government. Outer heaven. But he failed because of you. 9 years ago, I tried to free us from the control of our genes. 4 years later, our dear brother Solidus sought to free us from the control of the Patriots' means. All of it, was nothing more than a process of trial and error, the end result of which is Outer Haven. To be free from sons of the Patriots, the ultimate form of external control imposed on the Patriot soldiers.
Oh wow. Another loading screen. You know, Liquid's just, clearing his breath, popping a breath mint. You know, he's gonna go on a lot of, exposition here. %70% and counting. Yeah, he really wants to savor the moment.
Free from Foxdie. Free from the system. Free from ID control. Our minds free from their prisons. That is the haven I've yearned for.
Oh, that's a lot.
This is it, brother. Our final moment. We are not yet free. The war is over. But we still have a score to settle.
One last fight. For old time's sake.
Show me what you've got, Snake!
Old man's got hands. Look at his arm. Whoa. Ugh. Can't beat a man while he's down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Not anymore. This is the end. And now the real final fight begins. Here we go. And I want you to pay, yeah, he is. I want you to pay very close attention to Liquid's name. It's playing the classic music too. Come on. Phase 1 isn't too bad. The hardest is the second phase. Come on, get up.
Right behind you.
Go. There we go, that's a good combo. Alright. Phase 2. Metal Gear Solid 2. Ooh. That's the real danger of this phase, is that charge attack. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh. No. Come on, get over here. Ooh. Oh. All right, phase 3. MGS 3.
Show me what you got.
He's doing the pose.
Right back. Take this.
And you notice his name is just Ocelot now.
Take this.
Now look at this. Oh, kiss on the cheek.
Take this.
There's a reason for that, I swear.
Take this.
Oh. Come on.
On a tree from
Not again. Come on.
Show me what you got. I'm gonna die. Take this. Take this.
There we go. Yeah. Just punch him. No. Come on. Oh, come on. Not again. Not again. Enough of that. All right. About neck and neck. Okay. Almost there. Come on. And this is it. Oh wait. Not quite. Here we go. Now this is it. The final phase. Metal Gear Solid 4.
It's not over yet.
Oh. Keep punching him. Oh, and it's loading. Great. Sick. Most like intense finale. Almost there. Oh yeah, it would have been real bad.
This is only the beginning, Snake. America will descend into chaos. It'll be the Wild West all over again. No law, no order. Fire will spread across the world. The people will fight. And through battle, they will know the fullness of life. At last, our Father's will is out in heaven. Is complete. Somewhere out there, I know he's laughing. We are beasts created by man. Unless the light is put out, the shadows cannot be erased. So long as there is light, erasing shadows will do no good. I am Liquid's doppelganger. And you are his.
Liquid's doppelganger.
Like your father. You're pretty good.
You're pretty good.
And he did the ocelot motion. And he's finally dead.
Sonny's program destroyed JD's brain, but left the brainstem intact.
Oh?
She analyzed Naomi's black box and separated the Patriots' control system from the vital lifelines of society. Water, air, electricity, food, medicine, communication, transportation. She cut off the Patriots' control while preserving modern civilization.
I see.
Maybe it was her way of avenging Olga, her
Oh.
mother. Or maybe she wanted to shape the future into her own ideal image. Or maybe it was just one big defragmentation. Fox alive. The AI is truly a living thing. The Patriots' reign has crumbled away. And still, our civilization, a civilization that has thrived on war since the dawn of time, lives on. I wonder if we did the right thing. Naomi.
I hope so.
What did we lose? What did we save?
And believe it or not, that was the end of Act 5. What's coming up now is Act 6. That's right, there's a 6th act, and it's all cutscene. Strap yourselves in, because we've got like an hour left. And let me tell you, a lot's gonna get dropped on us. I wasn't kidding when I said there wasn't much gameplay left. Epilogue. Naked Sin.
You look
It's for the best.
amazing.
Oh, that mirror is a little wonky. Oh. Hello, Colonel.
Congratulations.
Colonel.
Oh.
You're going to walk me down the aisle.
Oh.
You're not angry anymore.
Oh, I'm still mad. But now, you've got a chance to win me over.
You're right. We have plenty of time now. You look beautiful.
Oh, it's the guys. Johnny. I like how he's going with the white tux. It's a nice touch. And Otacon's there, and Sunny's there.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join these two in holy matrimony. Let us give thanks for the life they will soon share, and pray they have love everlasting. Now, let's all send this new team on their first mission. Hey,
You know.
go on. Do it.
Drebin!
Just in time. And I brought gifts.
Oh,
Shower
nice.
of flowers, compliments of Drebin. And a little something extra from me.
Where'd you get those? And the monkey's there, taking a shot of that fine wine.
The bouquet!
Oh, the monkey got it. I hope that monkey finds love.
Where's Snake?
Who knows? That guy always keeps you waiting.
Hmm.
Sunny, come on!
Snake. Thank you.
Oh boy. Our first loading screen of the ending. If I had to guess, there's gonna be at least... I'm gonna say 3 more? As a rough guesstimate? I'm gonna warn you now that not everything is all you know, hunky dory or peachy keen. Hello. It's Raiden.
Jack, how are you feeling? Do you mind if I sit down? Jack. Don't shut me out. I need you to listen to me.
Come on, Raiden.
What do you want? Come to laugh at me?
Look. Look at the boy.
Cute. Campbell's kid.
No.
Mm-mm.
He's yours.
Yep.
I don't have any kids.
He's your son.
You said miscarriage.
I lied. I had a healthy baby boy.
Hmm?
Roy pretended to be my husband. To protect me.
What?
And our son. Only until you completed your mission. To shield us from Patriot eyes.
What?
Oh, good.
He didn't even tell Meryl. He sacrificed everything.
I mean, I feel like he could have at least told, like, Raiden.
I don't believe it.
I'm sorry, Jack. I wanted to tell you.
So he's really...
John, aren't you going to say hello?
And they named him John.
My son. Little John. Scared of me, huh? I don't blame you. It's okay.
I'm not scared. I think you're cool. Kinda like a comic book superhero.
You've got that right.
John.
Rose. I'm done running.
And I'm no longer afraid.
Hmm.
I'll never leave you alone again.
Aw.
Like a scene from Beauty and the Beast.
Don't say that. You're no beast.
Who said he was the beast?
You're my husband. And his father. And me. I'm going to do my very best to be the wife and mother this family deserves.
Aw, and now we have another loading screen. I guess this at least gives me some time to give my thoughts, but I know there are people that have issues with the way, with that scene in particular, especially with the whole, you know, Rose lying to Raiden to protect their son, even though their son isn't in that much danger anyways. And just how that affects Raiden as a character, but thankfully... Oh, well. There's more to that, but I'll get into that later. Here's Snake. Oh, that's Big Boss's grave.
War has changed. Our time has ended. Our war is over. But there's one more thing I must do.
And this scene is...
One last punishment I must endure. Erase my genes. Wipe this meme from the face of the earth.
He has to erase the meme.
This is my final mission.
This is how it ends. The tonal whiplash.
Nothing beats a stiff drink, huh?
I didn't know you drank. I thought it was strictly soda for you.
Not like I never touched the stuff. Soda just agreed with the nanos better. The nano machines break down alcohol before it has a chance to get you drunk.
So, that explains it. No need to hold back anymore, huh?
Yeah, well, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
You can say
A lot
that
of folks
again.
lost their entire sense of being the moment SOP went offline.
You mean SOPS? I heard some people are going through withdrawals. SOP syndrome.
Yep. SOP kept more than just alcohol under control. Those poor slobs are virtually naked now.
From what I hear, over 10% are showing symptoms. I guess getting rid of the Patriots won't solve all our problems overnight.
You, probably already suspected this, but I'm not actually an employee of AT Security. The Patriots raised me to be a gun launder.
The Patriots?
My earliest memories are of the LRA. They kidnapped me, forced me to fight. Yep, you're staring at a former child soldier.
Huh.
My parents, brothers and sisters, all killed in the war. Guess that makes me what you'd call a war orphan. After that, the Patriots picked me up and brought me into the family business. I was Drebin, number 893. There's a whole lot of pawns like me all over the world. How do you suppose I laundered guns like I did?
And I don't think he's making this up.
'Cause they let me.
Oh.
In fact, I was under strict orders to back you guys from the start.
You what?
Hey, man. Don't take it personal. I wasn't the only one under their orders.
Huh? Merrill and...
They probably never realized it themselves, but... Rat Patrol, Team 01. Voila.
Oh my lord.
Patriot.
Played like a violin.
But why?
Obviously, Liquid's plot was a threat to the Patriots. So they planned to have you guys take care of it.
Didn't turn out quite how they planned, though, did it?
Yeah, well, I don't think they expected you to crash their system and wipe them out.
So, does that mean you're out of a job now?
Are you kidding? I got the Drebins. All the Drebins in the world are in on it. From now on, we're in business for ourselves. We are pawns no more.
Easy there.
The White House might have lost its taste for unilateralism, started to rebuild. But there's a lot of failed states out there that went bankrupt from their PMC habits, and they owe a shitload of money.
Huh.
Now, only question is, who's gonna pick up the tab? I'm sure these new governments will try and keep it under control with PMC corporate reform laws, but it ain't gonna be good enough. They all sunk up to their eyeballs in the war economy. Might not be a new world order, but the old order under the war economy's gone for good. I'm guessing the UN is gonna be more important than ever, what with multilateralism and all. A certain president said it best back during the Cold War. For in the development of this organization rests the only true alternative to
Is it
war.
JFK? The best
Then
Metal
again,
Gear character?
UN itself's just an old 20th century relic. And if you think about it, when you look at its history, it ain't that different from the Patriots.
Ah, that's right. The nano machines used to keep you sober.
Crush. Mix. Burn. Repeat.
Hey, Uncle Hal, can I give him the Mark III?
Huh?
Oh.
Kinda a new friend. He lives near here. We can't understand each other's language, but we're having fun. He's my very first outside friend.
Really? That's great. Sonny, it's okay if you want to live outside now. It's your life. There are other havens out there.
The sun looks so pretty.
Sonny,
I like it outside. Uncle Hal, when is Snake coming back?
Snake. Is sick. So he went on a trip to help him get better.
We're not going with him?
No. He needs to be alone.
I wonder if I'll ever see him again.
Snake had a hard life.
You sure did.
He needs some time to rest.
Are you crying, Uncle Hal?
No. I'm not crying.
He's all alone now. Well, at least he has Sonny. And that was Metal Gear Solid 4. Guns of the Patriots. What a ride that was. There was, for as, like, okay, gameplay wise, fantastic. I loved the plot for as insane as it was. I was a big fan of Drebin and Sonny. Wait, voice of God, Hideo Kojima. Huh. I wasn't. It's a lot. Wait. Big Boss has a voice? We're not done yet. I lied.
That's right. Good. No need for you to go just yet.
There's one more person left?
It's been a long time, Snake.
It's Big Boss.
Big Boss.
Naked Sun. Who's alive somehow. Even though I got burned. And it was a vegetable. And he has the boss's gun.
Let it go. My son.
Oh.
I'm not here to fight. Or should I call you brother? What? It's over. Time for you to put aside the gun and live. It all began with a bunch of old fools. Now, they've all passed away. Their era of folly is over. I'm the only one left, and soon I'll be gone too. How can you still be alive? That body, liquid burned on the Volta, wasn't mine. That was the body of a clone.
Uh-huh.
Solidus.
It was Solidus the whole time.
He was a perfect clone. Zero and the proxy AIs that came after him were convinced that Solidus was me. I was implanted with nanomachines, kept in a state of eternal sleep by JD and the proxy AI. They had me sealed away completely. Not only my physical body, but my will too. The technology was similar to what they used to restrain the B&B members you encountered. For me to wake again, the system had to be destroyed, one way or another. Ocelot and Eva wanted two things: to bring me back to life, and to end the Patriots. That meant destroying the AI and killing the man, JD and Zero. Right before you uploaded the virus into GW, the way to JD was opened, but only through the physical manifestation of GW. That's when we finally learned the location of this man, Zero. For me, and for them, was more important.
They were all in on
And
it.
it was for that they put their grand scheme into motion. Eva stole my body from them and reconstructed it by replacing the missing parts with pieces from Liquid and Solidus. And Ocelot, in order to fool the system, used nanomachines and psychotherapy to transplant Liquid's
That's right.
personality onto his own.
It was Ocelot the whole
Used
time.
suggestion to turn himself
He was just
into
pretending
Liquid's
to be
mental
Liquid.
doppelganger. For all our advances in nanotechnology, information
And everyone
genetic
fell for it
control,
somehow.
they've never managed to control people at will, let alone turn one person totally into another. Under certain conditions, someone can be made to play a specific role. Act like someone else. Cats do love to play as snakes. It all started with him. Zero.
And there he is. The man that started all. On some heavy life
Zero
support.
grew old, and by the end his patriots were being run by a network without shape or form. What do you mean, without shape or form? The proxies were only one small part of the vast cycle that Zero created. The corporations, for-profits, and research institutions that comprise the military-industrial complex were part of it too. They operated on budgets automatically allotted to them by the proxies. Accounts maintained by the patriots.
He's a vegetable.
The network covered everything from weapons R&D and investment to production and marketing. It encompassed the people, the companies, even the laws that protect them. Politics and economics became nothing more than iterations of the same oppressively uniform system. I don't think anyone realized that it was all a setup, a mere set of norms. The Patriots were those norms, a neural network reduced to its simplest form. That's what they really represented. Uniformity without individual will, without change. But then one day, those norms suddenly deviated from that pattern and underwent a mutation. It was like the birth of a new life form. The system found a new way to propagate itself. War. The norms the Patriots had crafted for their unified state quickly became dependent on a single business, the war economy.
And that's how that started.
Meanwhile, the political cause of creating a cleaner, safer battlefield provided a convenient catalyst. By then, the system was no longer being steered by Zero's will, or anyone else's. It was then that the norms, manifested as AIs, the inheritors of Zero's will, began to reproduce and take on a life of their own.
Oh.
Zero's original intent was to carry on the boss's will and establish a unified world state, an inside world. But his successors failed to carry on his will. Eventually, JD became the very age itself, propagating its will as it pleased, and this age chose to act through economics instead of nation-states. Powered by the industrial and digital revolutions that came before it, this age gave birth to a twisted economic revolution, a battlefield revolution. It created a new world without substance. In this new world, there were no ideologies, no principles, no ideals, not even the thing she treasured most, loyalty.
That's
there was
right.
only the war economy,
It was a colossal error in judgment, one Zero couldn't possibly have foreseen. With the American system in a state of collapse, the Patriot Society has reverted to a blank slate. This man was the source of it all. And he doesn't even realize it. He's completely unaware of the fact that he led the world to the brink of ruin.
Probably can't even see or hear.
Even with so much bad blood between us, it's funny. Now that I'm actually face to face with him again, the hatred is gone. All I feel is a deep sense of longing and pity. Did Zero really hate me? Or did he fear me? Huh. It's too late to ask him now.
Ew.
The original members. Paramedic. Sigint.
Yeah, Sigint.
Eva. Ocelot. They've all passed on. Only Zero is left. Everything has its beginning, but it doesn't start at one. It starts long before that. In chaos. The world is born from Zero. The moment Zero becomes one is the moment the world springs to life. One becomes two, two becomes 10.
Yeah.
10 becomes 100. Taking it all back to one solves nothing. So long as Zero remains, one will eventually grow to 100 again. And so, our goal was to erase Zero. Even the mighty Patriots began with a single man. That one man's desires grew huge, bloated, absorbed technology, began to manipulate the economy. We realized too late that we had created a beast. We had helped turn Zero into 100. His sin was ours. And for that reason, I'm taking it upon myself to send Zero back to nothing.
That line. Oh, Major Zero. This is what happens to people that like James Bond.
You going back to Zero as well? You erased me 2 times before.
True.
Today will mark the 3rd. The Fox die
Zero planted in you. It's already begun eating away in my body. Truth is, the fox die in you is what killed Eva.
Oh.
And Ocelot. What are you talking about? Naomi. She told me everything. What's wrong? They did it again. Oh, they used you to kill me. Oh, the Patriots. No, they're proxies in order to bury us. They did it again. In the end, they're no more than a program. Oh, all they can do is repeat the same pattern over and over again. Do me a favor, will you? Take me over to her.
Come on, Snake, help him out. How about your dad?
There's one more thing Naomi wanted me to tell you. About the old fox dye in your body. The one that mutated. The new fox dye inside you continues to multiply. At the same time, it is preventing the old mutated fox dye from reproducing.
Oh.
The new fox dye is uprooting the old. Naomi confirmed it in her follow-up. The mutants are receding. Before long, they'll be gone entirely.
Does that mean the mutant strain won't cause an epidemic?
Oh, it will only live as long as you do. But even then, the process will just repeat itself. One day, the new fox dye too will start to mutate and become a new threat. That is, if you manage to live that long.
I guess you can say he doesn't have any more fox to give.
Am I going to die?
Everyone dies. You can't stop it. You can't run
I'm
away
sorry,
from
that
it.
was... I was saving that joke for this whole playthrough.
Don't waste the life you have left fighting.
Just take it easy.
I never thought of you as a son. But I've always respected you as a soldier and as a man. If you'd been in my place back then, maybe you wouldn't have made the same mistakes that I did. Ever since the day I killed the boss with my own hand. was already dead. Boss,
No.
you were right. It's not about changing the world. It's about doing our best to leave the world the way it is. It's about respecting the will of others and believing in your own. Isn't that what you fought for? At last, I understand the meaning behind what you did. At last, I understand the truth behind your courage.
Oh. He's gonna do it. Oh. Actual salute.
It's almost time for me to go. And with me, the last ember of this fruitless war dies out. And at last, those old evils will be gone. Once the source of evil returns to zero, a new one, a new future will be born. That new world is yours to live in, not as a snake, but as a man.
There you go. Oh.
Know this. Zero and I, Liquid and Solidus, we all fought a long, bloody war for our liberty. We fought to free ourselves from nations and systems and norms and ages. But no matter how hard we tried, the only liberty we found was on the inside, trapped within those limits. The boss and I may have chosen different paths, but in the end, we were both trapped inside the same cage. Liberty. But you have been given freedom. Freedom to be outside.
Oh, it's like Sunny.
You are nobody's tool now. No one's toy. You are no longer a prisoner of fate. You are no longer a seed of It's time for you to see the outside world with your own eyes. Your body and your soul are your own. Forget about us.
One last smoke.
For yourself. And find a new lease on life.
Snake. Oh.
Boss.
Help him out.
You only need one snake. No.
I know you've been told not to smoke for this whole game.
Better off.
But help him out.
Snakes.
There you go. Share a smoke.
This is good. Isn't it?
And he's gone. And that was truly the end of Metal Gear Solid 4. And Snake gets to live on. I'm actually tearing up right now. My throat's closing up, actually. This game is a treasure. It is how do I put this? It's the most beautiful mess of a game I've ever played. It has so much going for it. And even what should be the worst parts, with some of the strange writing and the B&B unit not really doing much other than being boss fights, I still have to love it. And the fact that, you know, as an end to Solid Snake's career, it left off with a bang. And he actually finally gets to live on for how much life he has left. that too. He gets to live on. Well, we're not done with Raiden quite yet. There's one more stop for him, but that'll have to wait. I don't know when I'll get around to that game, but we'll definitely play it on stream. Oh no, he is happy. Don't worry about it. Otacon's fine. He has a daughter, basically. He's still got Snake. Johnny has... I love the arc he's gone through. From being like a running gag, like side character, to actually being important and having a happy ending. He really is. That's one of the things I wanted to really focus on going into this, was showing off all of the Johnny Easter eggs throughout the games, just for it to make sense. I really liked the feel of this game. The gameplay was great. I liked the... It felt a lot more like fluid, I guess. Even if, unfortunately, there wasn't much of it. I'd say my favorite chapter from a gameplay perspective is the second one. I liked working with the soldiers, I liked moving through all those areas. The turret section was cool. I wish, just as like a side mode, there was more chapters like that in the first one, which was also nice. But yeah, it was fun. I also like how we started off with Metal Gear Solid 2, which is a game I've played through before. Then Metal Gear Solid 3, which is a game I've played like half of, but didn't finish. And now we finished Metal Gear Solid 4, which is a game I've never played before. And I feel like that just wraps everything up quite nicely. To all of the people that worked on this, I salute you and all your endeavors. It was quite the ride. Hideo Kojima, you keep doing you. I know you're working on, like, Death Stranding 2 right now, I think. And I hope that goes well. Man, a lot of people worked on this. Oh, and you want to know the best part? The best part about this stream is that it did not crash once. It had to end off on a high note. Oh yeah, that was one of the things I worried about most. was with like that many cutscenes, it would have been a nightmare to actually play through if crashes were a problem. But thankfully I found a solution right at the end. You know, there was a lot of things against this stream, what with the potential crashes and the whole shaking the controller thing for the screaming mantis fight. But I'm glad I was able to solve those and end it smoothly. And I thank you for joining me on this wild ride. It's been fun. Oh yeah, you may notice the Assassin's Creed logo there. That's because there's actually a Assassin's Creed costume you can unlock for Snake. I forgot to show that off. And that's another thing with this series, is that there's just so many little details and extra things you can find that I probably didn't even discover like half of it. Yeah, it can be a risky series to get into, especially when it comes to actually having the games or the capability to play those games. I mean, I know you have 2 and 3, but 4 is really hard to find without emulating it, because it's never been re-released. Hideo Kojima. Genius Kojima. Alright, and what's our final score? Oh wait, there's a little bit more. That's right.
Snake, wait up. You forgot these.
No thanks. I'm quitting.
Snake.
He's not smoking.
These things will kill you.
Where will you go? Our fight is finished. There's nothing left for us to do.
No. There's one thing I still have to do. I have to see this age off. See what the future brings.
Sounds good to me. I'll go with you.
Oh.
Otacon, I'm gonna be dead soon. You don't have to come.
You said it yourself, Snake. There's nothing inside you can pass on to the next generation. No genes, no memes. You're man-made. You're a beast.
I know. A blue rose. There won't be any happy Beauty and the Beast ending for me. What little time I have left will be spent living as a beast. A shadow of the inside. Of the old age.
Exactly. That's why you need me. As a witness.
A witness?
Yeah. Someone on the outside to bear witness to your final days. Someone to pass on your story. Not that I'm the only witness.
He's gonna be with you to the end, Snake.
But I'll remember everything you were. And stick with you to the end.
Yeah.
Otacon.
Besides, you wouldn't let me suffer Sonny's eggs alone, would you?
Yeah, she did good. See? Right now.
Come quick! They're ready! They look yummy! Sort of like the sun. It's rising again.
And there we go. No kills. Rank pigeon. Just like MGS 2. This is triumphant. Nice. And you can actually see all of the different ranks you can get. And we also got the Scorpion rank too. Yeah, so the #1 rank would have been Big Boss. For playing on extreme mode. And like getting like no alerts, no kills, you can't heal. And your reward for that is like the Big Boss face camo. But the thing is, it's not like a live Big Boss. It's the like vegetable corpse, which is actually Solidus. So you have like this like skinless face with one eye. And for our completion, we've got the race gun, the solar gun, which is a great pacifist weapon that can stun enemies. And if you actually use this during the vamp fight, it'll one-shot him because he's a vampire. And of course, for getting no kills, we get the bandana for infinite ammo. And for just finishing the game, we get a tux. Some extra suits. A lot. And there we go. Yes, I am saving. And with that, after all of that has been said and done, that was Metal Gear Solid 4. And the end of the Metal Gear Marathon. It really was. I don't know what I'm gonna stream next, but I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. There will be a stream next week, but I'll have to think of what I want to do. No, this was kind of my whole plan for the past couple months. But anyways, it's time to end the stream. Ciao.